Hey, family,
Girl Nancy Drew,
and Mama C.
and we're back with another episode of Two Black Mothers. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like, and share.
Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification button and leave your comments below. We will be sure to get back with you. Go to
Be
bed.
quiet.
Two black
Two Black
mothers.
Mothers.
All right,
All
y'all.
right.
What we talking about tonight? First of all, I would like to say this. My partner in crime was missing today. She
Yes, I
was
was.
missing in action. Yes, yes, yes. She didn't keep me up on the tea because she usually is the one that keeps the tea going. I mean, like seriously, y'all may think I'm the one, but no, 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 no. Let the record show that Nancy Drew is the one who brings the tea. Okay, she the one who tell me about the tea. Okay, and today she was missing in action. I couldn't find her. I couldn't find her.
Well, just so y'all know that Mama C definitely know where I was at. I was running into other cars. I was in court for a stop sign ticket. I just had a lot going on today. And I don't know how I ran into that man. That man ran into me, matter of fact. And that's
He
how we're
backed
going to
into
keep it.
you. He
He
backed
backed
in.
into me. He should have been going forward. That's what happened. He should have been going forward. But no traffic coming or nothing. He just still sitting there. Must have been on his phone. But nevertheless, he said, "Oh, please don't call the police. Please don't call the police." So that let me know that he didn't need to be here.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to call the police.
He didn't want to call the police, and if you didn't call the police, it didn't happen. So keep it moving, keep it moving. So what tea
So
you got
tell
for
me
me?
what's been going on. I ain't got no tea. You tell me what tea you got.
So girl, let's get started. Let's get started back on Auntie Mo and her
We
daddy.
still on.
We are still on Auntie Mo, Auntie Mo, Auntie Mo. So it happened in the morning time. I don't know what I was doing, but I saw her son, and remember we talked, and I said she had three boys. I always remember three boys. The one she took to the BET Awards that year, and I remember her having twins by daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Okay. I never seen the twins. I don't remember even seeing her pregnant, but I know she had twins. Okay. So come to find out, there's a fourth child. Okay. The oldest boy. I don't know if this is the same boy that was at the BET Awards that year that I've seen out with her. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But all I know, there is a fourth boy, the oldest boy, that this is the one Papa Smurf was talking about in the video, in the reaction, when he said, "You are estranged from your kids." This is the one, and your grandkids. Because remember, I was like, I don't know if she had grandkids. This young man has kids. So she does have grandkids. So Papa Smurf was talking about this young man that we are about to get into. He went on TikTok, he uploaded a TikTok video talking about Auntie Mo and his relationship with his estranged mom. Now, why he said this right now at this point in time, I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to get out of this. I don't know. But he
He's
uploaded a
trying to get
video.
some followers. That's what he's trying to get. If Mo was my mom and she was the one I was talking, I'd come out too, so I can go ahead and hit 10,000 and be able to get paid for my videos, my views. But roll the clip. Let's see what we got here.
Yes, that's probably it, because when he went live this morning, he was at maybe 4,000 followers, 4,000 followers. So he probably up there now. So let's get into the tea. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. And after this video, click on his page so we can see how many followers he has.
Okay, so play the video first.
Hi, I am Shalon. I am a stand-up comedian, Monique's older
Hold on, let
son.
me get into his page. That was my page. Okay, okay. Let me go
His
into.
voice, why is he talking like that?
I, I don't know. What is his
Maybe his kids were asleep. He was kind of like,
I don't know
I
because I went back and looked at his page, and he was like, what he do is he put the kids to sleep, and then he go smoke, and then he come back. Wait a minute, did he upload another one? Or is this somebody else? Oh no, that's somebody doing a snitch. Okay, come about to say, did he just upload another one? Let's go to his page.
Hi, I am Shalon. I am a stand-up comedian, Monique's oldest son. Um,
Oh, he a stand-up comedian.
I guess I felt the
No,
need to make
no,
this video.
he is the stand-up comedian Monique's oldest son. That's what.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thought he
No,
said
he
he was
is.
a stand-up comedian too.
No, he is not poised and speak. Well, no, he does. The actuality, he is very well spoken. The beginning part is not, but when he go into it and he's speaking, he is very well spoken. Okay.
How many followers do it say he got?
Right now he's at 10. This morning he
Told
was
you.
at 4. This morning he was at 4. His views got 1.3 views. He got 1.3 views from this video. He posted this video at 10ish this morning. I don't know where he lives. I don't know if he's here in Atlanta. I don't know. But um he got this morning. He did not have these many people watching these videos. I could tell you this.
Mm,
They have been watching
mm.
this video because he showed a snippet when he was playing a little girl on Monique's
I think
show.
I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use that same snippet. I'm gonna be that little girl in that dress, and I'm gonna say I'm her daughter. That
That nobody
she has
seen.
nothing. Ain't nobody seen. Hey, can
Yes,
I
because
get the 10?
you probably can right now. To now is when you really want to jump on Monique bandwagon because she is hitting the buttons. But let's go in him. Let's go to it.
Hi, I am Shalon. I am a stand-up comedian, Monique's oldest son. Um, I guess I felt the need to make this video to just provide some context into this false narrative about her praying to the universe. I know to reconcile our relationship or whatever the hell it is. I wrote it all down so that way I don't go all over the place and get emotional or anything like that. So I'm gonna talk like I'm reading the script, but it's just gonna help me kind of stay together. But to address the Club Shay interview that she did, where she states that she prays to the universe in regards to reconciling our relationship, as I stated, is odd. My mother and I both know that that is a very false narrative, and I would like to free her of having to continue telling that lie. Faith without work is dead, and neither one of us cares to put forth any effort to reconcile with the other. We are separate, as she put it, because she doesn't care to be my mother any more than I care to be her son. Neither one of us has had the desire to reach out to the other in a very long time, and I don't think that either of us anticipates that feeling ever returning. Speaking with my mother directly, in my experience, will either lead to some odd newfound moment of clarity in regards to how she was as my mother, or she retreats back to daddy to move forward with a conversation. And I'm tired of hearing my mother's truths. Newsflash, I'm not sure if people know, but standing in your truth doesn't make you noble. I'm not sure if people are aware of that. But responding this way, I feel as though it allows me to say my piece uninterrupted. To those wondering, well, why say something now? Call it a form of therapy for me, I suppose. Um, but when her daddy had intentionally stated that they have three sons, but his wife is on the internet talking about the fourth son in a video that has millions of views, that rubbed me the wrong way. Um, but anyway, to inform a child that you are not interested in being a mother at a time when that kid is the only kid that has the potential to lead a child to believe that you are not interested in them specifically. But to take it a step further, you also admit, my mother had also admitted to me that she didn't do the best job that she could do, um, which would also make one begin to question, all of your past decisions and prior emotional interactions. But to be completely honest and fair, um, those were things that I was willing to get over. Nobody's perfect, we're all human, but my mother showed a clear lack of humility, compassion, consideration when taking any level of accountability for those things. My mother does a fantastic job of acknowledging a lot of things, but she doesn't take accountability very well. And anything that she may take true accountability for, it's only at her convenience, in my experience. But if I had to guess, though, her interest in being a mother probably started around the time that she married her daddy and had his children. But that interest, obviously seemed one-sided, and as it should have been. By that time, I'm in my late teens, so to some degree, the excuse me, the neglect becomes easier to hide or validate. I guess you could say there are now two baby boys in the house, that require attention. But still, during that time, however, I still watched her enjoy the love and admiration of total strangers more than my own. To this very day, my mother has never expressed to me when, if ever, she became interested in me as her son. That did lead me down a path of questioning my self worth and struggling to understand the value of a mother in a child's life. In the interview, she also states that she gave me an apology, but an apology to a son from a mother that consciously showed no interest in him holds no weight. There are still women to this day that my mother will give credit to for being more of a mother to me than she ever could. Her assistant, my cousin, being one of them. Um, every time, though, that my mother would state that she was right here whenever I was ready, that ideology still blows my mind today, that a person could openly admit to being an uninterested, not put my best foot forward type of parent
What?
and be so self-centered that they still express to the kid, you have to come to me when you ready, you got to come to me for us to make this right. Okay. But I'm not sure what my mother could possibly think that she has shown me in the past or have for me now that's not money, goodness gracious, that would make me want to come to her, or whatever those feelings are supposed to be. um a mother is supposed to be the first woman that a boy falls in love with. I loved my mother very much, but my mother loved things more than she loved me, and she would validate her love for me by giving me things and would proceed to call me ungrateful or inconsiderate if said things did not have the desired effect. Um, I couldn't imagine what it's like to be her, though, to ask God for what you want, and then He gives you what you need, though, only for you to ignore it and have the audacity to ask God for something else. And I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I didn't do that. Um, and when He told you no, you went to the universe instead. By no means, though, do I want to give off any type of an impression that I am a victim of anything. It's not the case. As you can see, I'm smiling from ear to ear. I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm a dad. I'm healthy, I think. I drink a lot of water. I'm getting over a cold now. Um, I still have my days just like everybody else. And, there were a few things that she did teach me along the way. I did learn how not to love from my mother. I also learned to make sure that I never lose so much of who I am that I have to validate it through another person. Um, and though I feel as though, you know, in hindsight, I think she did it reluctantly. I do appreciate my mother, for showing me what the top of the mountain looks like. You know what I'm saying? It did give me perspective on what hard work and dedication can get you, but I don't want something like that at the cost of giving up something that I created. I don't want it that bad. And speaking of creations, I genuinely, truly, I really did want my mother to have a relationship with my daughter. I even fought through those intrusive thoughts that were, if she wasn't interested in you, what makes you think she's going to be interested in your kid? Um, but it took my mother no time at all to prove that those intrusive thoughts were correct. But what I can say, good for her, the universe did, bless her with three other sons, and God willing, I'm sure that all three of them are adults now. So I'm sure that one of them, God
Oh,
willing, if not all
okay.
three of them, will make her the grandmother that she wants to be. Um, I still look forward, to that moment for her. But overall, when it comes to the boys, though, I am happy that whenever they do hear me talk, sorry, my phone did something weird, but no, but whenever they hear me talk, um, they don't know what it is. They can't relate to what it is that I'm saying. My experience with my mother is not their experience with our mother. So my prayer for her and them is that they continue to see her the way that they see her now. I do also want to make sure that I say thank you to my mother for giving me life. Without that moment in time, I wouldn't have had my little one. But outside of that moment, there isn't anything that either of us has to offer the other. In my opinion, it's a waste of God's time and the universe's time for praying for something that you are not willing to put forth any effort to obtain. Putting the work into becoming Monique is more important to my mother than being my mother. And I do not believe that it was never about her being there and waiting for me, but it was supposed to be about me being there and waiting for her. Um, my mother's value had reached such a low point in my life that I no longer found it necessary to either want to wait for her or even go to her. But like I said, man, I'm super grateful that she has the opportunity to do it all over again. I'm happy for her. I hope the Cat Williams tour goes well, but the narrative that she prays for us to reconcile is a false narrative. It's not real, and I'd appreciate it if she stopped saying stuff like that.
Mm. Well, well. Well, I didn't know that her other kids were grown. I would like to hear from the other children. Where are y'all at? Um,
Oh, they won't say nothing. They won't say nothing. I think the other kids are still getting taken care of by Monique and Daddy.
but he
I
said
think
they grown.
that don't mean they're not getting taken care
True, true,
of. So
true.
that is him. So I don't think he is the young man from the BET Awards. But
What young man? Who?
so let's see. Let's see, Monique. I gotta Google Monique son. So, but they saying he is like they're saying that that's him. But
So,
okay, wait a
there
minute.
was a boy on the BET Awards, and what he did? He just went there
He
with
didn't.
her.
No, he was just her date.
Okay,
That
let's see.
boy right here. Remember him?
I can't see. Okay,
Remember
that
him?
could possibly be him back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. It could. I kept saying no. That's not him. That's not him. That's not him. I kept saying that.
That's what you kept saying.
Because he it just didn't look like him. But I remember him being on the BET Awards. I remember him being on at the BET Awards right there. That picture right here is the BET Awards. I remember him.
Well, well, I need to hear from Mo because I need to know why they are estranged. Like I couldn't imagine being estranged from my child and daughter or son. Who he said he got a daughter.
Yes, he got a daughter, which is her grandchild. So if you go
Okay, so
back,
yes, so
I want to go back to
go ahead.
him as a parent first, okay? Because and this is why I didn't think that was him because I went back to his page and was like, well, what other stuff he got on here? And he just be lounging all day.
She has been pressing one button nonstop on that Gabby's dollhouse microphone. My brain
Well,
is
TikTok
on.
is only a few minutes of somebody's life. He could have just got off work. Um,
Yes, it
it's a
is
very short amount of
definitely
time.
fucking midnight. The little one is
It's midnight.
upstairs asleep, and I am enjoying Bluey. Goddamn right. About to get me something to eat, smoke me some of this reefer, and watch some more of these Bluey episodes so I can be a better daddy tomorrow.
What he got to smoke his reefer to be a better daddy tomorrow. Now, if I could handle smoking, I'd probably smoke every day. But I'd be out here streaking, running down the street naked if I smoke every day. So,
No,
maybe
you
that
don't.
helps him.
Smoke, eat
Some
anything, but
some people drink a glass of wine, some people hit a line of crack. I can't, I mean, I can't judge them.
no, you can't. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying I didn't think he was the one.
What do you mean?
I just did not think that was the child. But then Monique came and addressed.
Exactly. So that lets you know that was her child.
Yes.
So let's hear from Daddy and them.
Let's hear from Daddy. And so Daddy him spoke for a good 35 to 40 minutes. And I was like, I can't take all this. So I recorded the first 7 minutes and posted it. Okay. And let's talk about that. And then we'll go into some more. All right.
Okay.
So this is Daddy.
We got it. All right. We're going to wait for some of the babies to come in the room.
Hey, babies.
Come on
so we can have
to my room. Come on in the room.
You would do that right now.
And I posted this, Auntie Mo and her daddy, or Uncle Said, respond, and we'll see why I call him Uncle Said.
With our community. What is that?
Why I got this right here? Why can I just watch the damn thing?
The title of our conversation, or the theme of it, is called The Long Way Around, because ain't no shortcuts.
Now, why is he starting off preaching? He started off preaching. You knew from the beginning it was going to be an hour-long sermon.
He already named it, so that's what made me know it was a sermon. He done named it. Now,
exactly.
You just got on here and got to talking. You done said, we're going to call this one The Long Way Around. Brought to you by Daddy and Monique.
Yeah. Let's go into it.
Pickles, stop playing with that paper, please.
Eric, sit down.
The reason we're having it is a multitude of reasons, but we're going to start off with, there was a Instagram that was put up, or I guess
it was TikTok, baby.
TikTok that was.
It was TikTok, baby.
My son, my oldest son, Shalon. And this is what I want to say to this. There are some people that are saying, "Oh, you should be ashamed of your mothering skills. You should be ashamed of yourself." This is what I'll say. Let's let it play out. Because the same ones that said to me, I was crazy, I was deranged, we watched it play out. So just like with my son, we'll watch this play out. And I do want to address this though, Shalon. When you say her daddy, then that's when mommy gonna say stop playing, because you know this has been Uncle Sid your whole life. Uncle Sid knew you before you knew you. So
Pause.
My daddy brother?
Pause.
Uncles.
This has been Uncle Sad your whole life? This has been your uncle your whole life?
Okay.
I'm not
But
understanding.
Is his daddy brother? Me neither. I'm not understanding either.
I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Well, what do he say?
For you to say her 3 sons, yes, you're absolutely right. He has 3 sons. He can't claim you as his son because he's always been Uncle Sid, and he knows your daddy very well.
You're wrong.
Girl, what?
Is wrong.
She's delusional.
She is delusional. She is dead wrong. Monique is dead wrong for this one. He damn sure can claim you as his son if you are sleeping with his mother, if you have married his mother, if you have had additional kids with his mother, he can claim you as his son.
So he need to respond and say, if that's Uncle Sid, is them my cousins or my siblings?
Exactly.
Because I'm confused. She said he knows your father very well. What does that got to do with anything? He can't claim me because I got a daddy?
Because Uncle said, Daddy said that Monique and them, baby daddy, are good friends. So he
So she
would
was sleeping with
not
his
dare
hit
allow.
play.
Okay.
And love that brother. And the
Love that
irony
brother.
of all of this
But you
is
slept with his baby mama.
not what is said, but what's left off.
Yes.
See, you're leaving off the fact that the last time we laid eyes on you, your mother got you everything you needed for the newborn baby about 3 years ago. You're
Pause.
forgetting
That was a long
about
time.
how
Pause. The last time we laid eyes on you 3 years ago, and you don't think that's a problem? And the first thing you want to address is you seeing me 3 years ago
And buying me some baby clothes.
and buying baby clothes, and then you gotta bring up the baby clothes. You gotta put that in there. What I have done for you. 3, you're dead wrong. Daddy, you're dead
He ain't
wrong.
daddy no more. That's Unc.
We don't know what he is.
And
We
he
don't
talking
know
about
what he is.
your daddy was a good friend. I mean, good. What he say?
Good man, a good man.
Good man. Okay, go ahead. Hit play.
Question. Well, but I got a question. So, which daddy is he? Which father is to Shalon? Because she talks bad about both of her ex-husbands, or was her ex-husbands not the baby daddy? Don't know. I can't
Don't
even
know.
get into it. Let's go.
I, from Georgia, am talking you through getting your car after we gave you the half the down payment for it. And you were 31 years of age, 32 years of age at that point. And I'm negotiating the deal with the dealer for you as you sit there. And you have the vehicle you're driving right now because of your mother. These are the things that you're leaving out when you're expressing what you're expressing in reference to your mother. You're not expressing the relationship that you have with your father, where you spoke ill to him, not to mention spoke ill to your mother, but somehow your mother and father and I all have a loving relationship and communicate back and forth because of the love that we have for you. The one thing these individuals, and to the individuals out here that oftentimes speak after they've heard one side of the story, there's an old saying: believe half of what you see and none of what it is that you hear. Please don't take our word for it, but what we will convey is this: those who are parents and have raised their parents up to being adults,
Your children.
Raise their parents.
Raise their
Come on now,
children.
Uncle.
right on.
Right on.
Those who are parents that raise their children into adulthood know that there comes a time and a place in which they determine their own decisions, their own path. You can have multiple children that are raised in one house, but they act and they take on different things. The reason why it was so important for us to entertain these conversations that we typically have privately, or that we're influenced to have privately amongst the people in our community, is because we need to stop being embarrassed about being human beings and about being Black human beings. You will oftentimes hear us saying we are embarrassing ourselves in front of them. Who is them?
Who are they?
Because when you hear
Who are
someone
they?
articulate these things, that is the slave's mentality that makes us believe that we as Black people need to conduct ourselves with dignity because white people are watching. You
We
should
do.
conduct yourself with dignity because the spirit of you is watching.
Come on.
But we need to have these
Come on,
conversations
Uncle.
loud and taboo, because we have a finite period of time together here on this earth. You will travel through infinity with the spirit that you
And
have
beyond.
all along, and you will not remember the ridicule that you receive, but you will be judging yourself. You will be determining for the rest of your life which way that you go as you have thus far. So this conversation is about speaking directly to what situations are. And many people oftentimes, when they are presented with an issue, they stay quiet, they hide, they disappear. And what we're saying is that's not who we are, because what you cannot do is you cannot trick an honest person.
Come on.
You can demean, you can say whatever you want to say about them negatively, but what will happen is truth has a way of standing the test of time. I forgot to have my phone
My
to
Bible.
read the last text message that I gave to you, Shalon, where I told you about the understanding of how you are speaking to a woman and how you as a man and how you perceive things may be completely different from how your wife, how your mother, how your sister, how your daughter will look at things. And when you learn how to communicate a little bit better, then things will happen a little bit better.
So his sound had went out on here.
You, young
Look
man,
at God.
because of the challenges that this young brother.
Okay. So
All right, we're gonna wait for some of the
First of
people.
all,
I stopped it right there because it kept going in. But part two,
he
go ahead.
but he wasn't talking about nothing that the boy was talking about. Like, well, he must be a narcissist because
They both are. They both are because that's the first thing they went into. I done gave the baby clothes 3 years. That baby is grown out of them clothes by now.
I mean that mug said, "Now you know this is Uncle Sid."
Yes,
What?
yes.
What, ma'am? You got with daddy friend and got married and had kids. That's still my stepdaddy. Like that
Exactly.
don't. It don't matter if that was daddy brother, if that was daddy best friend, if that was daddy cousin. You still got with him, got married. Look, I got a ruler all in it. He done made me mad. I done picked up a ruler because I'm a black mother. And he done made me mad. Now, don't you act like that ain't that boy daddy.
I know.
And
That is so sad. I felt
I got to,
sorry for him. I feel sorry
yeah,
for
that,
him. It gets worse. It gets worse. It
oh,
gets
it gets
worse.
worse. Oh, gosh.
And I have to
Oh,
go.
gosh.
So I don't know. I need to know how to fast forward this because
I can't believe it. I can't believe she said, and then to sit up there and say, oh, yeah, you ain't one of my kids, but I'm gonna start off the conversation and speak for the first 10 minutes. Like, well, why you talking, Uncle Sid?
exactly. I need to know how. So I screen record the other part, but I didn't post it. Let me try to post it real quick so we can go to that part because just the part
You
where
need.
Monique started.
Well, let me
Because
just find it on TikTok and I'll send it to you.
not just the part,
Mm-hmm.
the second part where Monique start the conversation. And they won't let me fast forward it on why can't you fast forward this on Instagram? This is ridiculous. Nobody don't want to hear them talk for 45 minutes.
Lord, he talking so long. He in all the videos.
Yeah, because it was so long. And it's like it was so long. I'm gonna see if I can post it real quick and I'll take it down later. Because the second half is 16 minutes. And you only get 10-minute conversation. Let me see what to do it real quick. And take it. But yeah, so the second part, the second part will Monique come in, like that's when it get really bad. Like what she say at the beginning part of her part, it just was like I felt so bad for the little boy. Not that he's a grown man, he's 30 now and smoking weed with the kids, but I feel
That is
so
not what he said. He said while they was asleep.
okay, allegedly. But I felt so bad. I felt so
I can't
bad for
even
him
find the part where she responds. Like all the videos is of the man.
because he talked for 45 minutes. It was his response. She came in and she said a little piece, and I got it, but it was his response for 45 minutes. It was him preaching for 45 minutes. He went on to Greg Mathis. He went into Steve, somebody, I forgot his name. Steve,
Stephen
what?
A.
Stephen, what is the A for asshole? Stephen A. He went into him. We had 39% of upload. But I can't take to watch him for another 45 minutes. I can't take it. I can't. I refuse to watch him for 45 minutes. Can't. No. Preaching on his soapbox. What he done did for this child 3 years ago. You bought some Pampers 3 years ago.
He's
It's
talking
not
about we gave
about
you the
what
down
you
payment
did.
at 31 years old.
It's not about what you done for me. How are we connecting on a relationship? How are we connecting on a relationship right now? As my mother, as my stepfather, you want to be in my life. How are
So
we
he must
connecting
don't
on
have
this
a relationship
relationship?
with his siblings.
He can't.
They
He
grown.
said that. Well, how grown are they?
I don't know. I'm
So
thirsty. You keep
Precious
drinking
came
that
out.
drink.
Sorry. Precious came out in what, 2009? So they're younger
Mm-hmm.
than 20 because she had just had the twins like right when they came out. So
Okay.
they what, 2000, they not age. They what, 15?
No, he said everybody grown.
Well, I'm trying to upload my damn nieces and they stuff up on TikTok. You know, they just, that's what you hear in the background, people. That's what you hear in the background. Monique kids.
She had him in
Monique's
2005.
son.
October
Huh?
2005, she gave birth to Jonathan and David.
Yeah. How old are they? 18.
They are no, they're 19. They'll be 20 next year. Well,
2005?
they'll be 19 in October.
Okay, but I said they're 18. Yeah. 18. So
Let
90.
me find them. Jonathan and David Hicks. Let me TikTok.
Who is 32?
I guess him.
Who is 32?
32 what?
One of them is 32. Mark Jackson. Oh, Mark Jackson. He a football player. Mark Jackson. Is that why old man in his TikTok said he wanted to be a Jackson? But
Who Mark
Stacey
Jackson? Who
Hicks.
is it?
That's Monique's son. Right here. Let me go with. Right here. That's the 32-year-old.
So that's
Stop.
you saying that's her oldest? Or that's her second to oldest?
That's the second to the oldest. Shalon is 34. That's the one who's talking now. And
Okay.
Mark Jackson.
The twins is 18. Mark Jackson
Now,
Jr.
so Mark Jackson can be called Sydney's son. That he considered him his son.
But that ain't his son, because his kids got his last name.
Jackson, yeah. Yeah.
No, Sydney last name is Hicks.
Yeah. But I'm saying Jackson, the little boy is his name. And he's a junior. So Mark Jackson, whoever Mark Jackson is, senior, is that boy daddy.
Oh yeah. So wait a minute. So so you claim Mark is your son, but you claim me as your nephew because you know my daddy.
Exactly. Help me
Uh,
make it make sense to me, Nancy.
It don't make sense. They got a dysfunctional life.
Help it
I'm
make
sitting
sense
up
to
here
me.
looking,
I
and
don't
then all her
understand.
kids like in hiding. I'm trying to find Mark Jackson.
Okay, and then if you go to it says about parents, Monique. It don't say Sydney. Monique is Sydney for the twins.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Google don't consider step parents.
Mm-mm.
Let's see who Mark Jackson is. Oh, it just says what? That don't make sense. Siblings. Oh, who is Mark Jackson Senior?
Mm-mm. I need everybody to come out. Baby daddies, um,
Here we go.
high
I'm up and
school
running.
friends. Okay.
He said it was posted.
We're the Parkers. Do they come join us?
So
We're the
y'all,
Parkers.
no, no,
We're
no,
going to Monique. This is the Parkers.
no, no, no. And he said he get paid from the Parkers. How do he get paid for the Parkers? But they suing to get. I didn't understand that, and that's why I was like, this nigga lying. But anyway, let's get into this part right
Monique
here.
probably get paid too. Now that she be lying too.
We got it. All right,
We
we got
got it.
babies to come in the room
Now I can fast forward.
so we can have this conversation.
Let me see.
Challenging. This is very
Go to 7 minutes. That's how far.
documentary on him. But you don't want to speak up.
I had already fast forwarded. That's why I was like, I'm
Oh,
telling you, it's not
All right, we're
unedited.
gonna wait for some of the babies to come in the room.
Light of the court of public that
I don't even know if I got her.
okay.
like her as difficult in the business. Okay.
No, I didn't get it.
We got it.
Oh
We're gonna wait for some
man.
of the babies to come in
Oh
the
my
room.
god, I didn't
Well,
get
tell
it.
us what she said. If you know what she said, tell us what she
And
said.
he had a mental illness. She announced that her son had a mental illness, that he was mentally ill. That's what she said. 7 minutes and 5 seconds into the interview, but I can't fast forward. Maybe it's on YouTube because you can fast forward on YouTube. 7 minutes and 5 seconds into the interview, she said he had a mental illness.
Let's see.
I don't want you. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Story. There's an
All
old
right.
saying: believe half of what you see and none of what it is that you hear. Please don't take our word for it, but what we will convey is this: those who are parents and have raised their parents up to being adults,
The children. Raise the
Children.
children up to be adults.
right on. Those who are parents that raise their children into adulthood know that there comes a time and a place in which they determine their own decisions, their own path. You can have multiple children that are raised in one house, but they act and they take on different things. The reason why it was so important for us to entertain these conversations that we typically have privately or that we're influenced to have privately
Still talking
amongst
too
the
much.
people in our, because when you hear someone articulate on this earth, you will travel speaking directly to what situation. Say whatever you want to say about them negatively. Things may be completely different.
Here we go.
Okay.
Young man, because of the challenges that this young brother has had with mental illness. So we're communicating that out loud to speak to our community, to say, listen, y'all, if we have more public conversations, there will be less private angst.
Come on.
There will be less private
They
issues
cut
that
her
we
out.
carry on because we're afraid to communicate in front of white.
So when we get to a place where you want to be free, you will stop being scared to say what's real. You'll stop being fearful of having conversations that normally take place in private and nobody ever really knows the outcome. And from there, when you were saying earlier about how we're looking, how we're looking in front of white folks. When I do hear our brother Greg Mathis say, the studio was watching y'all and the
No,
executives.
I don't want to hear about that. She said it was cut out, but I promise you, on the original 7 minutes and 5 seconds, when his phone cut out, she came in, she started to speak. She said mental illness. He just said we had to address mental illness, but she said it first that this young man has a mental illness. What I just heard him speak. What mental illness did he have? Because he sounds very upbeat and intelligent to me. What mental illness is they talking about? Is he bipolar? Is that the mental illness that you all cannot help him with? What is it? And is that why you all are estranged because of the mental illness?
I think they have a mental illness.
I think so too. And what is it called? What is the diagnosis, Nancy Drew?
The diagnosis is narcissist supercalifragilistic.
Espialidocious.
Yes,
Okay.
because even if I did have a mental illness, even if I did, that has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Like me saying that you don't talk to me. I mean, you have admitted that you haven't even seen my face in 3 years. So
Exactly.
So admitting that you haven't seen me in 3 years, you haven't seen this grandbaby because you're saying this grandbaby is 3. You ain't seen this baby since this baby was created. So mental illness or not, y'all kind of sick over there as well.
But if
Because
he did have a mental illness, if he does have a mental illness, why haven't you reached out to him? He have
they
a
have the
mental
mental
illness.
illness. Because it's them. It's them. They're narcissists. And narcissists will flip it and make it seem as if, like, I mean, he started it off as a narcissist. He named the whole speech.
What we're going to discuss today. We're going to discuss, what did he say? Speaking
I
up
can't even remember.
or something.
Running around the moon or something. I don't know. Yeah, that was ridiculous. They shouldn't even responded. It would have been better to not say nothing, because at this point, coming out telling me that you uncle, I'm nephew, you know my daddy, I got a mental illness, y'all gave me a down payment on a car, you bought my baby some clothes, has nothing to do with nothing that the boy said. The boy said, no. Hey, I don't have a relationship with my mother. She doesn't take accountability for that. This is the way she is, blah, blah, blah. And they don't claim me as their son. When they speak of their 3 kids. And I was her firstborn. So none of that stuff, it didn't negate what he was saying. They just went over it. It went over their head. Over their head. I feel bad for him.
I do too. And I was calling him. I was saying he was a lie. I was like, that is not
Oh,
that
I
kid.
did.
That
This
is not
morning
that
while I was
kid.
running into people and stuff, you was like, yeah, this boy that got online and said that he Monique's son, and he lying. It ain't him.
I was like
And
that.
lo and
I was on
behold,
me side. I was on her side. I was like, he is lying. That is not him. That is not that little boy. He is lying. I was on her side. And then
so
she
now I have to
responded.
go back to two-tone DL Hughley.
Papa Smurf.
I have to agree with Papa Smurf. Like, there is something wrong with an individual that disowns their child without being able to explain to me. Now, if he try to kill you, if
Maybe that was
he,
the illness.
well, you're gonna have to tell me. You're gonna have to tell me what it is he did for you to say, I'm not dealing with my son. We ain't claiming him. This uncle, I'm his estranged mama. His siblings don't talk to him. You got to give me some type of backstory, because saying that what he said, he don't know how to talk to his wife or
His
woman
wife.
or his mother. That didn't really tell me nothing. Like, you're gonna have to get in depth to why you estranged from your son if you want the world to understand. Because right now,
See, and the only thing that they addressed was him saying daddy, because she wanted to be with her daddy. That's what Shalon said. That's the only thing that Monique and daddy responded to. That was the only thing that they responded to about him. Everything else was nothing. It was all I want kid stuff. And then it went into Greg Mathis. Then it went into Stephen Ass. And then it went back to Shalon. It was so long. I could not. I recorded it, and Apple was like, "Get that out of here," and, and took it out my
I'm gonna go
phone.
watch it. I'm gonna go watch the rest of it, because maybe towards the end, maybe she say what the
Your
underlying issue is.
yeah. Your ADHD gonna kick in. You gonna be like, mm. I'm telling
I'm
you.
gonna try, because I want to know,
Yo.
did she say why she don't deal with him? Like I said, if he tried to kill her or try to hurt her in
She didn't
any
say
type
that.
of way.
She didn't say that, and I
She
watched it.
she she didn't say that.
I'm gonna record that second part of him calling her. I mean, she calling him mentally ill, because she said that. And she didn't say what the mental illness was, the chemical imbalance was. She didn't say that. It could be anything. It could be anything. And you're saying that's why y'all have a strange relationship, is because of mental illness? Because I'm 31 and I'm asking my mom to help me co-sign for a car, or ask for a down payment for a car at 31. And yes, I am. I just had a kid, and why not? But
You
you
Monique.
don't want to reach out. You Monique. But she was blackballed, and so she didn't have the money to pay
Well, she
mortgage
said
and
Kevin
stuff.
Hart gave her the money to do what she needed to do, so he felt like she still had it.
Yeah, yeah. But I just think, um, I know like hell. I know like hell those better not be my goddamn Girl Scout cookies. I know like hell. I know
But
like hell.
I see a figure in the back with Girl Scout
I
cookies.
see Girl Scout cookies. Get your ass off of here.
They dancing. What kind of is?
Get away.
Samoas?
Get away. We'll talk about that in a different episode. Okay, okay. But anyway,
Get you one of these so you can turn around and
I
get off
have
my
one, a
stuff.
long one. I think somebody threw it away. I had a yardstick. I think somebody threw it away. But anyway, so look, we have to revisit this. We have to get him on video. I mean, her part on the video. Okay.
Okay.
Family, you can go out and watch Monique. They uploaded the whole thing and watch the 45-minute sermon if you would like to. I am
Not the
going to
sermon.
try to record. It was a sermon. Brother Sidney, Daddy, Brother Daddy, did a sermon for 45 minutes today because she didn't say much. She didn't say much at all. She didn't say much. He said a lot, but I'm going to try to record it again and see if Apple will allow me to record. They didn't want to, and I'm gonna cut up that piece because it was so long. I just want to talk about her in the sun, them in the sun. I don't want to hear about Stephen Ass. I don't. I don't want to hear about them. And Judge Mathis said what he said. We should
Why did
not
they
be
revisit that anyway? Why did they revisit that? Didn't they say that in the last video?
Because they are about standing in the truth. And see, that's another thing she said. She was like, it's not my truth. It is the truth, period. But we don't know. We only know this is your truth. This is how you perceive it.
Well, something is missing out of the truth because you ain't told us why you are estranged from your child and your grandchild. The boy said,
exactly.
I was hoping having this baby, my baby would have a different relationship with my mother than I did. But yet she treated the baby the same way. So I need some backstory. Monique, where you at? Tell the truth, sweetheart. Baby girl, sweetheart, come tell us what's going on. Why you don't know this grandbaby? Why you not talking to your son? And I don't want to hear from Uncle Daddy. Period.
You going to hear. He's always there.
I don't want to hear from Uncle Daddy. If it's not his son, I don't want to hear from Uncle Daddy. I want to hear from the mama.
You got a point.
If it ain't his son, he ain't got nothing to talk about. Go talk about the Hinks kids. Don't talk about Shalon. Is that his name? What's his name?
Shalon. Shamor. I don't know.
Don't talk about that first child. And what the second child is? Mark Jr.
I know.
Where you at?
And he's 30. He's 30.
Let me find Mark.
He's 32.
Let me go on the hunt for Mark. I'm finna look for Mark on TikTok. His name ain't gonna be Mark though. I'm gonna have to look at the picture. I'm gonna drop his picture in Google and see.
He played for TCU. He played sports. Well, that was 4 years ago.
He good and grown. He good and grown now. But Mark, I'm looking for you. If you find me first, let me know. Hit me up, Nancy Drew. I'm looking for you, Mark, because I need to know.
I think he's on Instagram or whatever the X is. MJAX21.
What you doing?
I thought you was looking them up.
Oh no, this is for tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna go back and visit Monique. I think Shalon is gonna do another post. Because he's at 10,000 views now. He could probably go live. We can start following him. Well, I'm not gonna follow him.
He's gonna keep rolling. He's gonna keep rolling with the views and get paid for his TikTok videos and the whole nine. And hey, your mother don't want to have a relationship with you, make some money off of her. That's what I say.
Exactly.
Mark, you up next.
I know. We gotta find Mark. So tomorrow we're gonna find Mark. We're gonna look for Mark tonight. See can we get his point of view on things. I'm gonna chop up that video because I would not have Pastor Daddy. He is just too long. It was just too long. And we'll go from there. So now it's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye
to all my family. Charles, your lunch is ready.
Waiting on you.
Yeah,
it's hating.
Yes. They be hating on you, Charles. They be hating.
Oh, I thought it said this lunch is waiting on you.
They be hating on you, Charles.
Can you show us your drink? What are you drinking?
I made it just for you. This is my Sleepy Girl mocktail.
It's a different color than yesterday.
Yeah, I use Olipop tonight. The strawberry vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And some and I use a calm powder. So this Sleepy Girl mocktail have me sleep. So it helps me sleep at night because when I get off this podcast, my mind is racing about everything that's going on.
Does it really help you sleep? Did it work?
It does. It did. Last night when I woke up this morning to go to the gym, it felt like my body had rested because I
Well,
didn't
send
feel
me some on
rested.
Amazon so I can order some.
Yes, the link is in my Amazon storefront.
What Amazon store?
On my let me show y'all. Right here, go to my TikTok page. You go to my TikTok page, you'll see my link tree. Oh,
Okay.
hold on. And
Okay.
then on my link tree, because Bossy link tree, you'll see everything I have. You see 2BlackMother podcast, my Instagram page, my Facebook page, Bossy Closet. That's my Poshmark page. I do sell items that's out of my closet that still be having a tag on it, girl. And then my Bossy Amazon page. Everything is so that's my Amazon storefront right there.
Okay.
Yeah, my link tree. You gonna get you one too.
Yeah,
Yep,
can you create me one?
yep. 2BlackMothers. Two
Peace.
Black Mothers. Make sure
Subscribe.
you like and follow, share. No,
Share.
like,
No. Subscribe, like,
like, share,
and share.
and hit that notification button. And leave those comments because see, we get back with you because we'll talk junk with you in the comments. We will go back and forth with you in the comments. Don't play. Don't play.
That's
Don't
right.
play. All right. Peace.
Peace.